Right now, a child somewhere is being blackmailed with their own photos. And it probably started with a friendly message from a stranger on Instagram. In 2024, the FBI received nearly 55,000 reports of sextortion targeting minors. Some victims were dead within hours of the first message. A 17-year-old homecoming king in Michigan, a teenage boy in Pittsburgh, both gone within 6 hours of being contacted by a predator online. This is not a distant problem. It is a global epidemic hiding behind screens in every country on Earth. Researchers at the University of Edinburgh's Childlight Institute estimated that over 300 million children per year are victims of online sexual exploitation worldwide. A study published in The Lancet in 2025 found that 1 in 12 children globally has experienced online sexual exploitation or abuse. And a new report from ECPAT International, Interpol and UNICEF, called Disrupting Harm, just pulled back the curtain on exactly how this plays out in one country, Armenia. What they found is a blueprint for what is happening everywhere. According to the Disrupting Harm survey, 5% of Armenian children aged 12 to 17 were exploited online in a single year. That scales to 9,000 kids. But here is what most people get wrong. In 57% of cases, the predator was not a stranger. It was someone the child already knew. The ECPAT and UNICEF researchers documented a consistent pattern. Step 1. Make contact. Step 2. Build trust. Step 3. Make the child feel special. Step 4. Introduce sexual content gradually. Step 5. Obtain intimate images. Step 6. Weaponize shame. One frontline worker in Armenia described a perpetrator who told a bullied girl she was the most beautiful and smartest person alive, just to get her to send photos. Once those images exist, the trap snaps shut. The perpetrator threatens to send them to parents, friends, the entire school. There is a dangerous myth that this only happens to girls. The FBI says the primary targets of financial sextortion are boys between 14 and 17. According to FinCEN, the US Treasury's Financial Crimes Unit, at least 36 teenagers have died by suicide since 2021 after being targeted by sextortion schemes. The demands are often shockingly small. One boy was extorted for $300, another for $1,000. Both died before morning. The Disrupting Harm report confirmed this pattern in Armenia too. Boys and girls were exploited at the same rate. Gender did not protect anyone. Now add artificial intelligence to the equation. Predators no longer need real photos. They can fabricate them. 1% of Armenian children surveyed said someone used AI to create fake sexual images of them. That was in just 1 year, in just one country. The We Protect Global Alliance's 2025 threat assessment confirmed that deep-fake technology is accelerating exploitation worldwide. Armenian law does not even cover AI-generated abuse material yet. Neither do the laws of most countries. Over half the children in the Disrupting Harm survey who were exploited told absolutely no one. Not a parent, not a teacher, not police. The number one reason was embarrassment. In a culture where family honor can matter more than a child's safety, speaking up feels impossible. The ECPAT researchers documented families who refused to report abuse because they did not want the community to find out, even when the abuse continued. One frontline worker described trying to convince a mother to go to police. The mother's response, her family's reputation, came first, not her daughter's safety. Children subjected to this abuse were 12 times more likely to have suicidal thoughts, 21 times more likely to self-harm. In multiple cases documented in the report, families were forced to relocate after their communities turned against the child, not the predator. 69% of exploitation in the Disrupting Harm study happened on social media. Instagram and Snapchat were the top platforms. Armenian law does not require platforms to detect, block, or report child sexual abuse material, and according to the OECD, 60% of top global platforms publish nothing about how they handle this content. NCMEC received 20.5 million reports of online child exploitation in 2024. In the first 6 months of 2025 alone, online enticement reports nearly doubled. The platforms know this is happening. The question is whether they will be forced to act. This is why VoiceIt exists. We are building an app that lets survivors document abuse covertly, encrypted voice notes, photos, and video with automatic timestamps and GPS. The app disguises itself as a calculator or weather app because for trafficking victims and abuse survivors, being caught with a safety app can be fatal. Our planned panic button would silently alert 911, emergency contacts, and nearby shelters simultaneously. An LA County prosecutor called it potentially life-saving. Everything stays on the device. No cloud servers a trafficker could hack. No data that leaves your phone without your permission. VoiceIt is and always will be free for survivors. Visit voiceitnow.org to learn more. Talk to your children about what is happening online. Not once, regularly, without judgment. Know the passwords to your child's accounts. If they suddenly become attached to their phone or withdrawn, pay attention. Those are warning signs. If you or someone you know is being exploited, call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. You can also text 233-733. The original Disrupting Harm report was authored by ECPAT International, Interpol, and UNICEF Innocenti, funded by Safe Online. Additional data cited from the FBI, FinCEN, Childlight Institute, NCMEC, and the We Protect Global Alliance. Share this video, subscribe to this channel, send it to every parent you know, because the predator in your child's pocket is counting